Hey y'all, I just made 12 bands by selling my iPhone.
Playa say what?
I sold my iPhone and someone bought it for $12,000. And the reason they bought it was because they wanted my TikTok. They wanted my phone that still had TikTok on it.
Now I know exactly what all y'all are thinking.
That's a lie.
But he telling y'all 100% truth. You don't believe us? Check the news.
Well, iPhones with TikTok still installed are being listed on eBay for upwards of $10,000. Although TikTok service came back in the U.S., the app is currently restricted from further downloads in the App Store. An iPhone 14 Pro Max with the app installed sold for $2,500 on eBay, with others also being sold near those prices. TikTok is estimated to have some 170 million users in the U.S., with a third of U.S. adults using the app.
This is crazy. This is literally crazy. Are you people insane?
We are having our first real life example of withdrawal from social media. These people are willing to do anything to get their TikTok back. What it look like, TV?
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did you miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And I was shocked as heck when I was scrolling through TikTok and saw people are really out there selling their iPhones for thousands of dollars just because they didn't delete the TikTok app. It's a lot of people that jumped the gun and deleted the app. And now they're sitting around looking like,
it's not letting me into my email. It's not letting me into my email because I don't have my phone number. It's not sending a verification to my phone.
Because you cannot download the app anymore through the App Store. I'm going to have my man break down the whole hustle to you, and you're going to be shocked.
Just in case you don't watch the news, your iPhone could be worth $10,000 to $20,000. I'm talking, this is absolutely insane. So apparently, there's a lot of celebrities, there's a lot of people out there that when the TikTok ban went through, people were just so quick to delete the TikTok and took it off their phone.
That was stupid.
Well, because it's no longer available in the App Store on iOS or on Android, people are freaking out because they can't get it on their phone. They've tried all these other avenues, from VPN to trying another friend's phone. But here's the thing. On eBay right now, there was one that sold yesterday for $52,000. 52 grand. Now I'm looking, I do have posts up about this. The average on eBay right now is between $7,000 and $10,000. Some of these phones already have bids, some are still sitting and don't have any bids on them. But here's the caveat. People are afraid they're gonna lose their data. You're not gonna lose your data or have to keep your iCloud in. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your settings, you're gonna sign out of your iCloud, and you're gonna sign out of all of your apps. Now it is a little bit of work, yes, but you're gonna sign out of your apps to make sure your data is protected. Delete all your text messages. That way, the new person, when they get their phone, when they get your phone, all they have to do is sign into their iCloud, sign into TikTok, sign into the apps, or delete the apps that they don't want from your phone. So there is a little bit of work involved, but it can be done and your data won't be compromised if you follow those steps. Go get that money.
Hold on. Get money, get paid? Okay, all right, we cool.
And of course, when I heard this, the first thing I did was went to eBay. And when I went to eBay, this is today on eBay. Them phones are up there, they're selling, some has been sold. People are really looking for these phones. And here go a couple success stories of people that actually sold their phones.
And y'all were saying no one would do it. I just woke up and I see this, and y'all told me in the comments of my last video, who's gonna do it? People delete apps. People got money to spend. Get y'all's bag.
Bro, I've sold 2 phones on eBay already. I've made $11K. Ended up doing an auction. So $5,500 and $5,500, both phones, $11K, 18 hours.
Get money. Yo, no cap.
when they say they buying iPhones and iPads with TikTok installed on eBay? Yeah, bro. Like this one? Yeah, I kind of just sold one. My iPad. Yeah, it's like that. Shoot, I guess I just do my phone next. I just buy another one.
The small price to pay for salvation.
Until this whole TikTok situation gets figured out, it's going to affect a lot of things. And one thing that it's going to affect is the sale of iPhones in particular, because you can't transfer your old TikTok app over to any new phones.
I just realized something. TikTok actually smart as hell. They're going to have Apple in the chokehold when the iPhone 17 and the iPhone 18 drop. Because if you can't download TikTok in the App Store right now, what makes you think anybody's going to buy the new phone and transfer their data? Because TikTok's not going to transfer over. So Apple, ByteDance bit Apple sales. Apple might have to buy TikTok themselves and remake it available in the Apple Store. You know what happens when these companies are in a chokehold? They can't do anything. They don't like that. Welcome to being an American.
And he's trying to see if he comes in, will his TikTok transfer over to his new phone?
His TikTok app should transfer over to the new phone.
Should? Because he's like freaking out on the phone about that.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah? Yeah, so your TikTok app should transfer over as long as you don't have to re-download it. You know you can't re-download it.
All right, but if I get a new phone, would it be considered re-downloading it?
No. It's gonna transfer over.
Transfer over, and it's the same app, just got a password, same password, everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you much. I'll be on the way.
No problem.
I'm sorry I lied to you.
Okay, transfer from my old phone to the new phone. TikTok is no longer in the App Store, but we're going to see if it's on the new phone. Swiping. Let's go! It's there! It's there! It transferred! Okay, are you gonna open it to see if it's there?
No. Oh, you doing it.
Let's see.
Joke's on you, f***er. So is everyone who deleted TikTok or wants to get a new iPhone just cooked?
Yes, definitely.
Because tell me why I went to the Apple Store today to get a new phone and I'm transferring all of my data onto the new phone. Everything is transferring, TikTok transfers, but it has this like update icon under it. So I'm trying to click it, it's not working. I can't open the app and I go into the App Store and I'm like, oh, well, maybe I just need to update the app. Nowhere to be found. TikTok cannot be found in the App Store. So I'm talking to the people that work there and I'm like, guys, what do y'all know about TikTok and why can't I find it in the App Store? It's not downloading onto the new phone. And they're like, oh shoot, like we don't know, we haven't heard anything about that. But anyway, so I'm Googling it and I'm seeing on Reddit that people who deleted the TikTok app can't re-download it. Like it's gone forever. And so now I'm like, well, I was trying to trade in my old phone. I did the whole trade-in process and I was just waiting for all of my data to transfer over before I deleted the phone. And thank God, because the old phone is the only phone that I still have access to TikTok on. So didn't end up going through with the trade-in. And so now I literally have both phones because can't get TikTok on the new one. Like, is anybody else going through this? Did anybody either delete the TikTok app or try to get a new iPhone today? Because we can't get TikTok right now. Until further notice anyway, so y'all let me know.
If you ask me, the buying of the phones is totally extreme.
Over the top.
But we in America, where it's always a low budget way for you to get your fix. And when you see this next way that they're pretty much, they have repackaged TikTok to sell it to the public, you are going to be totally surprised. And it's going to show you that TikTok literally is a drug. because people need it if they're willing to go to this extent.
People are literally charging to record their FYP in TikTok. Selling TikTok screen recordings, 10 minutes, $5, 15 minutes, $10, 30 minutes, $15, best value. Bonus, I FaceTime you and screen share while I scroll through TikTok. There's so many of these. Here's another one, another one, another one. This is the message people get in the United States when they try to open TikTok. Just doesn't work. People can't even use it with a VPN.
TikTok is a hell of a drug.
If you willing to pay for screen recordings of somebody else on TikTok, you got it bad, man. You got it bad.
I feel the adrenaline coursing through my veins. Is this what crack feels like?
Y'all know I'm a TikTok user to get y'all this content. And I must admit, after the little shutdown, when it came back, it was a little different. It was like whatever I put in, that pretty much reoccurred. I wasn't getting anything new, anything different. My algorithm pretty much was trash, but I could tolerate it. But it's a running theory running around, and after I followed these steps, my algorithm did get a whole lot better. So if your algorithm is messed up, listen to my man. He gonna give you a couple of tips.
Yeah, so if you haven't already, go ahead and block Instagram and Facebook on TikTok, because why the was I wondering why my For You page was not working the way it used to. Like before the ban, my For You page used to be fun, legit. Like I used to hear things about the California fires. Like I used to hear a lot of information, and now I wasn't hearing nothing about nothing. So I was like, what's going on? And then on top of that, like I wasn't seeing no lives. I wasn't seeing no TikTok shop videos. So I was like, what's going on? So I started scrolling a little bit, and I seen a lot of people saying block Facebook, block Instagram, and their For You page went back to normal. So I did that. And when I tell y'all, like, my For You page is back, like, everything went back to normal. And I was just, like, so confused. I was like, why is this one significant thing changing everything about my algorithm? Like, what the is going on? And I seen a lot of videos saying, like, oh, their For You page, like, was weird, or TikTok don't feel the same. And that's exactly why. Y'all need to go ahead and block Facebook and Instagram right the now so that y'all can have y'all algorithm back, like, right now.
I am very, very sneaky, sir. And if you have the app and you wonder why you haven't been getting any political ads or anything of that nature, this woman right here gonna explain to you why. Things changed. Things changed during that little blackout. They didn't tell us, but things changed.
But listen up now. This is serious.
Okay, whoever owns TikTok right now, they have changed it so that the only settings that come up in your algorithm are what you have toggled on. To clarify, you need to go to your profile, click on settings. Once you get to settings, you are going to go to content preferences. From content preferences, now you have to choose to manage your topics. Then you're going to get all of these different categories of things that you could potentially be interested in. If you don't want to get flagged for all of the political updates that are happening, then you need to turn your current affairs tab on. There's only 4 different settings. You can either do +1, +2, -1, -2. Go fix these settings, please. We knew that they were going to try to make it hard to access political info, but this is explicitly how they are doing it. Fix it.
That was very sneaky of you.
They was a little slick with it, man. They was a little slick with it. I know things were different. They didn't tell us none of this. But maybe that's because we didn't read the fine print on the little update thing. I don't know. But I knew it was a little bit more to this ban. I know a lot of y'all don't like TikTok. And I'm not pretty much too in favor of it also. But I smell a rat. Y'all know I try to keep it fair. I smell a rat in all this. But you know who's the biggest rats that tried to infiltrate this situation? Good old GameStop. You know, the people that love to lowball you on everything. They said they was buying iPhones with TikTok involved.
GameStop is getting memed all over the internet because it is now inviting people with TikTok installed on their iPhones to sell their devices at their store, as TikTok is no longer available on the App Store. And as we learned yesterday, like, look at this one. Sold for $13,000. An iPhone 16 Pro Max was like $1,500, but since it had TikTok, $13,000. But why is GameStop getting memed? Because they are notoriously cheap. They always underbid. Like, if you could buy a brand new PlayStation Pro right now for $700, if you were to take it into GameStop, $495. And that's for a brand new $700 system. $495. So they're saying stuff like LMAOO, they will give you a whole $1 for it. Some people were even saying you have to pay GameStop to take your iPhone with TikTok on it, and then they go make all the money on, selling sites. Well, what do you think? I mean, are you going to go ahead and sell your iPhone with TikTok, a CapCut on it for $13,000, or are you just going to give it to GameStop? This is the news.
The catch is, you take it to the GameStop, they're going to tell you that they can only give you their regular trading value, which is pennies on a dollar, because they have to erase it, supposedly. That's what they're going to tell you anyway if you go to GameStop. So don't go to GameStop trying to sell your phones. It's going to be a waste of time.
We now know how much GameStop is actually paying for phones with TikTok on it. So this guy posted a video claiming that he made $2,000 for his sale of his phone with TikTok on it to GameStop.
That's a myth.
And if you don't already know, there are phones on eBay that are going for around $10,000 to $50,000 if it has TikTok on it. This is all true, but only for eBay. So there was another guy that filmed a video going into GameStop actually trying to sell his phone with TikTok on it. And the guy that worked at GameStop let him know that they will buy your phone if it has TikTok on it. But the marketing person for GameStop actually misled everybody.
It's not a lie, if you believe it.
They're buying phones, but you're going to only get like $200 to $300 for your phone because they have to wipe the phone in order to resell it. GameStop cannot sell your phone with your existing profile, with apps on it. It has to be a clean, wiped phone. So if you think you're going to go to GameStop and get $2,000 or $5,000 for your phone, that is not true at all, and it's not going to work.
I tried. I had my phone, my kid's phone, my wife's phone, the iPad. I was about to get rich, but they bust my bubble fast, man. Pissed me off. I was in the car scared as hell on the way to GameStop. I had $90,000 worth of TikTok in the car, man. Don't take the bait like me. If you're going to try it on eBay, but I would leave it alone. And I wouldn't, if you out there and you trying to buy one of these phones, it's going to be handled within the next 2 months. And if it isn't handled within the next 2 months, then you just out whatever you paid for the phone. If you're willing to pay $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $10,000 for a phone just to have access to an app for 2 months, that's more proof, y'all, that it's a drug. Told y'all. But anyway, y'all hit me up in the comments section. Tell me how y'all feel about this one.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
If you'd have made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here. And y'all see that through the blur. It's an Eagles touchdown in the background, baby.